that when you begin to dig into Advaita through videos or books, whatever, you learn about this idea that the I is not real. The I, the me, is a story. That is the beginning. This idea that is typical of Advaita teachings, you may not hear it in other paths, especially dualistic paths. So it gets your attention. You say, what's going on here? What is this? And it awakens your curiosity. I would like to understand. I would like to learn. I would like to know what is this thing that the I is not real. How you tell me that the I is not real? I am here. Look. So that's the first step. You get in contact with this idea, and you become curious. If you don't become curious, then nothing will happen. So you become curious and you begin to dig. Dig where? You dig more into Advaita teachings. Then, as you keep on digging into the teachings, at some point, you are encouraged to rest as awareness. It has been also said, abide as the self, and other pointers, other ways to phrase this shift. And hopefully, again, you become curious and you begin to try to do that. It's a doing that happens at the level of attention. And it's not that difficult. Sooner or later, sooner you have the experience. You notice that, hey, yes, I'm resting as awareness. You notice that when you rest as awareness, the thinking process slows down significantly. And you realize very soon that this is like a key that you have now to quiet down the monkey mind anytime, anywhere. And you begin to use it because it's comfortable, it's peaceful, it brings you peace. As a result of this practice that you gradually keep on playing with resting as awareness, and you begin to spend more time during the day in that state, gradually, and providing that you also continue to be curious about the issue of the I, is this I real or it is or isn't? If that curiosity, that interest stays there, and you keep on resting as awareness, at some point, may take some time, may take a year, 2 years, 3 years. At some point, awakening will happen. And what is this awakening? It will be a clear realization, a clear seeing that actually the I is not real, it's not there, it's a thought. There is not such a thing as a being, call me or I or my name in the mind-body system, that there is only awareness. You will see it very clearly during the awakening. And that is awakening. It's not a spiritual experience, it's a seeing, it's an insight. You could say it's a spiritual experience, but it's not necessary. It's just an insight. But it's a very valuable insight, because after awakening, once you have realized that the I is a story, that there is no one here and never was somebody here in the mind-body organism, when you see that clearly, then the I loses strength, loses power. And the I thought is not as interesting anymore. It doesn't have that pull that pulls your attention and puts you into the trance, so to speak, the trance of me and my story and my relationships and on and on. So you have dethroned the I from your life, and during the awakening you realize too that there is awareness here, and that is your true nature. Nothing else can be, because that's the only thing that is constant in your life. Everything else is coming and going, and you're not coming and going. You have a sense of being here all the time. And what do you do after awakening? You go back to your practice. You continue resting as awareness as much as possible, because that quiets the mind. That practice decreases the intensity of the I thought, which continues as a habit, and gives you peace. So you keep resting as awareness, and now the desire to rest there becomes stronger. You want to stay away from the monkey mind and the I thoughts. Stay away from them. You already know that they are the I thought is an illusion, and the I thought is at the core of the mind, and you have seen that that thing is completely a fantasy. So after awakening, you continue resting as awareness, and you want to increase the time that you spend resting as awareness during the day. Also, you naturally become interested in healing the mind-body organism from its neurosis, its problems. The anger with your father or mother or friend, your negative emotions. Negative emotions become very important after awakening, very significant, because you realize that they have information, they carry information, valuable information for you. The information that there is something that needs healing, meaning needs dissolving. So after awakening, the path becomes like a carriage that is being pulled by two horses. One is resting as awareness. The other one is healing the mind-body organism from the things that are pending, so that the mind doesn't have the pull to put you back into the I thought. Because the negative stuff that is in the mind-body system is more powerful to bring you to the I thought. more powerful than the positive thinking about me or I. Eventually, you want to get rid of all of them, positive and negative ideas about you. But the negative ones and the negative emotions, they are more powerful to pull you back into the illusion of the me. So now this carriage is being pulled by these two horses, and that happens after awakening, and that process is called embodiment. Embodiment of what? Embodiment of the awakening. Embodiment of the realization that you had during awakening, so that you can rest as awareness, ideally all the time. You can be in the presence of the divine all the time. What is the divine? Awareness. I hope this helps. Clarity really helps in the path. The healing process that I have been talking about can happen through different techniques and methods. The one that I recommend is the surrendering technique, but there are other methods. A typical one is to watch and observe the stuff that is arising in the mind without getting involved and realizing that it's just an object. In the Indian scriptures, it's called neti neti. It's an object. It's not me. It's not me. That's neti neti. This is not me. It's an object in front. You are the subject. What is the subject? Awareness is the subject. If you feel that you are ready to wake up, or that you really want awakening, consider the awakening protocol, which is a method that was created after the awakening happened here, that aims at triggering a sequence of insights that lead to awakening. Nisargadatta Maharaj called that event as a cascade of insights that destroy the illusion, he said, the illusion of the me. That cascade of insights is many, many insights that need to happen until awakening materializes in, quotes, your experience. So you're interested in the awakening protocol, I leave you a link at the end of the description of this video and my email. The session is long, it takes about 4, 5, 7 hours, it depends, and it's done online. Take care, I hope this helps. Clarity about the process is really helpful. If it's necessary, watch this video again. It will help you. Also read the description of the video that I will put below, because I take time to do it carefully so that it reinforces what you heard and watch during the video in a text form. So read that, it will help you. Take care. Bye.